We got a video here about Skip Bayless going too far. I don't even watch new media anymore, but 𝐻𝐻𝐿 talking about Skip Bayless hating is going too far.
Bayless is a 70-year-old man tweeting like this about a 17-year-old. And if you're not aware of the context, you have to see this.
Wait, where's that tweet, man?
Ronnie James to the basket.
Inside dunk is crazy.
And if you're
Hey, Bronny. Impressive. But your dad would have dunked it left-handed. You sure got away with it, though. What kind of hating ass shit? Okay, yeah. Let's talk about Skip Bayless for a little bit, right? Before we get too deep in this video, let's talk about Skip Bayless for a little bit. Skip Bayless got big off hate, right? So we can't really blame him for continuing for years what works, right? I think he got really popping. Basically hating on LeBron. Let's be real. Let's keep it a stat. He got popular as fuck, famous as fuck. He blew up for his beef with LeBron and his hot takes and his wild. This is before social media was crazy, right? And TV was the main source. He'd be on TV hating, dick riding LeBron, bro. This shit was out of pocket some days. I had to stop watching him. Like, I think once Shannon Sharpe and Skip Bayless split, I stopped watching altogether. The blatant LeBron hate is out of pocket, and to say, bro, he pulled the dunk off, and you still found a way to hate on his son. LeBron gonna carry you throughout your whole media career. You need to give that man some bread, bro.
about a 17-year-old. And if you're not aware of the context, you have to see this.
Ronnie James to the basket. Ronnie with the basket.
What you just saw is an insanely impressive dunk. The degree of difficulty cannot be understated. That takes an elite level of athleticism. But Skip, being the critic that he is, just had to say something stupid. Even his wife, Ernestine, had to check him for it.
So at the end of the night, Ernestine, who's barely speaking to me thanks to you, and she says, well, you did it again. I don't look at my mentions. And she said, I'm getting a bunch of Google alerts. You're getting ripped for ripping this poor kid. Like, you got to lay off the kid. And she was on, as usual, LeBron's side and Bronny's side.
But everybody is
because that's just so impressive, bro.
Nobody should be
like at 17 going off the left leg, right hand inside dunk in traffic. That's impressive. I don't know how you can hate on some shit like that. That shit's tough, bro. That shit tougher than you think.
overcritical of high school players, in particular those of professional athletes, especially if you're a junior in high school and only average 1.4 points.
And unfortunately, I feel like this right here is only going to continue for the next few years. Skip acknowledged that himself on the show.
I was merely commenting on a young man who is going to be a focal point for this show and everybody else from this point forward, because I'm going to remind everybody, in 2 years, will he be good enough to play alongside his father?
I have a feeling it's only going to get worse from here. He is not right in the head. Last month, I posted a video about all of the times that he hated on LeBron James and was completely wrong, which is almost a 20-minute video, by the way. He's practically made his career being a LeBron James hater.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Career, people are beginning to wonder what will be next for Skip. He's
like,
already been hating.
As Skip Bayless gets older, right, and we move away from TV and old media, what is your game plan? Because honestly, God, I never really enjoyed Skip Bayless. It was just interesting to see how people like Stephen A. or Shannon Sharpe go back and forth, and the blatant hate turned me off from watching a lot of Skip Bayless post. You know what I'm saying? Shannon Sharpe and what's his name?
On both Giannis and Luka consistently, but Skip has versatility in his hate. Who says he can't hate on Luka and Giannis, but also LeBron's kids? I mean, shit, he's already hating on the entire league except Kevin Durant. But the crazy part is, Bronny isn't even an adult yet, and Skip is already getting started. So I think I have an idea of what's next for this crazy ass old man. Obviously, he says a lot of what he says just for ratings, like this.
And 34% said MJ would beat LeBron James one-on-one right now at the age of 52.
All right. See, we're out of pocket. And that's the thing about media now, in my opinion. You gotta say the wild shit. You gotta do the wild things. Like, you gotta do everything to get for the clicks and the views. And it's like, At what point are we putting our morals aside for views and clicks? And that shit just don't sit right with me. I personally don't think I got it in me to hate on someone that bad, like blatantly that, like Skip was out of pocket. You hated on LeBron for 20 years, and then his son is 17 playing overseas, and you find a way to dick ride him too. I can't support that, bro. That's a little bit too much.
Come on.
You know, Stephen A.
Oh
Smith,
gosh, don't.
Saying he
don't-
can't, bro.
don't do this.
57-year-old
he just
MJ.
Don't do
He
this.
just
Come on,
might
bro.
be able to.
And you know what? I don't care about any of that. If you want to troll, go ahead. I'm
troll.
all for that. He's given us some really funny moments doing that. But some things that he does is simply crossing the line, and this is one of them things. And the craziest part to me, though, is that Skip Bayless has legitimately built a career off of being a generational hater. I get it. For the purpose of ratings, there has to be an antagonist. And Skip Bayless
And that's
fits
cool.
the mold. But when he keeps saying similar shit on his Twitter non-stop, it's hard for me to believe that this is only a TV persona. This old man is a true hater. So let's be the opposite of Skip. Spread some love and like the video, man. And if you want to see me cook some more terrible analysts, you gotta subscribe.
Man,
In
like
the
the
case
video
of
for you, my
Giannis
guy. Hold on,
Antetokounmpo,
got
he
you.
refuses to say that
Got
he
you, gang.
is better than Kevin Durant.
When Kevin Durant comes back, that 7-foot monster that he is, it ain't even close between him and Giannis or him and anybody else on this planet. He is far and away the best player on this planet.
Oh, and of course, he thinks that Giannis is overrated.
So what's not money
Okay.
to me,
I'm not gonna say Giannis is overrated, right? Because who the fuck stopping him? Let's be real. It wasn't until last year where I really realized that Giannis don't got no bag. He don't got footwork. He was traveling a lot. And in the NBA, they let y'all motherfuckers travel. In the NBA, they let them motherfuckers travel. Goddamn, there and back. No one gives a fuck. But I'm gonna tell you right now. Overseas, they don't even let you fucking blink without calling travel on your ass, bro. That shit is crazy. That's like the biggest adjustment for me when I came overseas is the rules. But yeah, I don't know if Skip is out of pocket for this one but for the man to go out and win a championship and be the MVP, you really can't say he's overrated, bro. The man won a ring. And Skip just finds a way, bro. He's really good at media, I'm not gonna lie. He's good at generating clicks and controversial shit.
is the Bucks' belief in Giannis. But I don't trust him the way I'm starting to trust Trae Young in these bigger moments. I don't think
And Trae
his
Young's
team
good.
trusts him.
Gotta love
Trae
how
Young's
this
amazing.
age, Giannis dropped 50 points, 1 point for every time
But you can
Skip
stop Trae
Bayless
Young.
had a terrible take in the last month. For Steph Curry, Skip said that he is not a top 20 player of all time.
That's crazy.
I don't have him in my top 20.
Bro,
Yeah.
see? Yeah. And this is what I mean by generating clicks. Skip is great at doing that because what the fuck you mean Steph Curry not in your top 20 all time? He changed the game. Now, everyone and their mama is shooting 3 balls, bro. Everyone, you go to the local gym right now, you see a 6-year-old kid, he can't even do push-ups yet, throwing up threes. Talking about not top 20, bro. He changed the whole game.
If we were ranking this as regular season only, he'd be in my top 10 already. He has stunk in the postseason. I got all kinds of numbers, and we don't have enough show.
And that's what I
come on,
mean
this
about the
motherfucker
numbers,
has
bro.
Bill Walton ranked above him.
I would take Bill Walton in playoff games in a heartbeat over what I have not seen from Steph Curry, which is very unclutch.
Bro, reach is not even the word. You taking Bill Walton over Steph Curry is insane. And this go back to the last segment of the fucking stream where we talk about the analytics is just, bro, what do you mean Steph Curry not? In the playoffs, teams that have to sit past half court watch Steph Curry. There was a play, I'll see if I can pull it up, where they were quadruple teaming this nigga Curry since the moment he passed half court. You talking about he not top?
Cooked the hell out of Boston in the NBA
2 guys on
Finals.
right
He
now.
still found a way to hate on this man.
Time for my letter grade for Steph Curry, all-time top 10. I'll give him a C+.
Oh my
for this.
God.
He done a minus 20 in the fourth quarter of game 1 on his floor.
Bro, he
And
get in
all of a sudden,
quadruple
Steph
team.
scores a grand total of
A
8
C?
points. But right away, early in the fourth quarter, in a minute and 22 span, he turns it over 3 straight times. They were They were Marcus Smart style.
C plus.
A C
I'm not
plus
gonna lie,
is
man.
wild.
Curry could score 70 points going 20 for 21 from 3, and Skip would point out that one miss.
Yeah,
he
facts.
choked in the fourth quarter. When the stakes rise, he falls. With your dumb ass. Even
Nigga say
Damian
with your-
Lillard cannot
your
escape
dumb
the
ass.
wrath of Skip hate.
To say Dame Lillard is not a top player because he missed 2 free
You
throws.
just have to do it when it counts.
Skip,
You gotta show
Oh
me
my
one.
God.
Show me one.
And that's the craziest thing about all that, right? These guys in the old media will say shit like this. This is mainly a Skip Bayless thing, right? But, well, it happens a lot in the ESPN sports media world. But have you done it, my nigga? That's my biggest thing about sports media is you can say all this shit about you gotta do it in the clutch, the playoffs, yada yada yada. But have you done it? What is Skip Bayless's college career? Skip, hold on, Skip. Did he even play in college? Did Skip Bayless even play in college? Okay, I don't think so. My point being, oh, where the fuck did the video go? There it is. My point being, all that talk, you doing all this hoorah, yada yada yada, about what players need to do, be clutch and when it matters, yada yada, but you ain't do it yourself. And I think that's what makes me really enjoy watching, new media, because the players who are analyzing the game and talking about the game and talking about said scenario have been through it, done it, experienced it, been there. Old media, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Let's be real.
Fit in the playoffs last year. Did he do that?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, so he showed you.
And when Kawhi Leonard forced his way out of San Antonio, Skip the Spurs fan was enraged, which, you know what, I get. Most Spurs fans were pissed off about this whole situation. But until further notice, he wouldn't even say his name. He was now referred to as number 2. He was redacted.
This is now the poor man's LeBron James. Number 2 has become the most overprotected, overhyped superstar in all of sports in the wake of LeBron. For his performance last night, I give number 2 a C. And I am highly
34
impressed.
points.
Yeah, he was average last night.
In fact, his
34
Kawhi
points
agenda
got him a
didn't even
C.
end
It's
until he
insane.
made his decision to rival LeBron James
real.
instead of joining him in 2020 by choosing the Clippers. Skip said he got bigger fish to fry. I see
hate
the
is
vision.
insane.
I can't forget that time he said Kobe Bryant was overpaid as well. Stephen A gave us one of
said
them
Kobe
classic
Bryant?
reactions.
Bro,
It leaped out to me that Kobe
this man said Kobe Bean Bryant was overpaid. Oh, y'all, bro. The hate, bro, come on now. At some point, you gotta be real with yourself. And like, yeah, I'm on TV lying for the clicks, bro. You can't, Kobe Bryant was overpaid?
makes $7 million more than anybody else in this
Why?
league.
So
As
what-
he
what's the
should.
problem?
$7 million.
And what's the problem? You better be careful about what the words that's about to come out of your mouth. Don't be disrespectful. You better be careful.
$27 million worth of nothing? Did
Of
you got
nothing?
those two
$27
games?
million worth of nothing.
Yeah.
You did.
Bro, I can't. He said 20, nothing, Kobe Bryant, nothing, Skip?
Say that
I
about the
just
black
said-
mama was
Yes, I did.
sacrilegious.
Yeah.
Oh, you are unbelievable.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
You
standing
wanna-
up for
well,
this.
well,
I'm standing
now
up
you
for this.
wanna talk about
Are you gonna
Hollywood?
tell me?
Tim
Are you gonna
Tebow's
tell
Hollywood.
me that Tim Tebow
Tim
deserves to
Tebow's
be
a bigger
mentioned
draw
in the
than
same
Kobe
battle
Bryant is
than
right
Kobe
now.
Bryant?
He's a bigger draw than Kobe
He's a
Bryant.
bigger.
Yeah.
Go to break.
He's
He
out.
said
Tebow
go to
has more
break.
box office than Kobe Bryant?
Yes.
Than Kobe Bryant?
Yes.
Is Tim Tebow more box office than LeBron?
I think so.
You know, the
Oh
funniest
my
part of all
God,
this,
the dick
though, is
ride
that
is
Kevin Durant
crazy.
is the one guy that Skip Bayless has constant praise for. When does he ever say anything against Kevin Durant? He's always in favor of KD. And while somebody
don't even
like
like that
LeBron James, who he constantly criticizes for everything, will refuse to acknowledge him, Durant will make it clear that he cannot stand Skip. You can't make it any more obvious than this. KD also dropped this tweet targeting Skip along with Stephen A and Shannon. What a sad life for Skip Bayless,
wonder
hating
why
on
Skip,
everyone, but the one guy you like is also the one guy that fucking hates you.
Yeah,
It's
I wonder
definitely
what
not
that's
just
like.
one guy though that hates Skip Bayless. There's
I wonder how that
only a lot of you that are watching this video right now, which is incredibly based. Let me know in the comment section if you hate Skip Bayless. But I don't think any of you hate Skip Bayless more than Charles Barkley.
If I get a disease and I'm gonna die, how about I bring...
Don't even try. I fuck with no horn and they clip or the board and no time to say bye. Yeah, let's hop in the ride. He'll get a red, I know why, buddy, why. I'ma pull up, I'm already outside.